しかして霊能力者さんですか？
はい。
実はちょっと相談したいことがあって。
喜んでです。
Hello, 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 and welcome back to my reaction to Mob Psycho Season 2, Episode 2. You, water grows. I know a girl from where I used to live, where this is so irrelevant to Mob, but okay, I'm just gonna have to mention it now. No, never mind, it's irrelevant. I'm not mentioning it. Let's get started! I want snack! Don't have snack in front of me! This is so fucking funny. This is so relevant to the real world. See, it's a good thing that they're not busy because no one is being bothered by spirits, or at least less people, right? But he needs work. And so I think in real life, a lot of people make a lot of money from issues. And so there are issues that exist, but a lot of people make it worse because they benefit from it. Urban legends, encountering rumors.
都市伝説？
ああ、お前もその手の話を友達としたことあるだろ？
ないですね。
本当か？俺がガキの頃も流行ってたんだけどな。
不幸探しに生き生きしてますね。
飛び込み営業の極意は笑顔だ。
机低いですよ。
ミスター。
おい貴様ら、誰に許可取って営業してるんだ？ここが正規の霊能力者神羅万象丸の管轄と知ってのことか？
この人も正規のなんだ。
管轄ってなんだ？
日輪霊能連合の会員じゃないのか？
あれはフリーだ。霊源新たかという。あんたも霊能祭商売やってるなら乗客を紹介してくれないか？最近カツカツでね。
Why would he do that?
商売敵に塩を送るような真似はできんな。
もしかして霊能力者さんですか？
はい。
実はちょっと相談したいことがあって。
喜んでです。それで
Chippies! I want!
昔から引きつけ体質でよく霊や不思議なものを近くに呼んでしまうんです。今もほら隣に人面犬、ダッシュババア、赤いレインコート、そしてお引きさん。お願いです。これらの都市伝説を消し去ってください。
そんな雲をつかむような依頼。
この霊源新たかにお任せください。必ずや消し去ってみせましょう。で、どのコースにしましょう？
コース？
土日はこのサービスパック。
驚いたぞ。まさか引き受けるとはな。
分け前あるからよ。二手に分かれて聞き込み調査だ。お互い法連相を怠らないように。
仕方ない。事前事業と思って手伝ってやる。
ああ、頼んだぜ。暇なくせに。そう邪険にすんなよ。仕事仲間だろ。
どこがだ。笑いだけじゃねえ。
あのデブをそのステルスモードで尾行しといてくれ。
なんで俺様が。逃げたら逃げたでほっとけよ。
いや、あれは多分真面目なマニュアルバカだ。だからこそ、もしあいつに危険が及んだら指示した俺のせいになっちまう。
Why did you make him do it?
事故はない方がいいから。
I don't understand.
ギブアンドテイクな。茂雄もそのうち俺様の頼みを聞いてくれよ。
どうしたモブ？
いや、依頼人の人の言ってた通り、この町なんかおかしいですよ。
あのおっさん本時も。
待て、まだ手がかりを。
狙ってた女の子が。
今いた？待てこら。赤いレインコートってのはお前だな。邪魔すんな。
男に見せつけても何も楽しくねえ。と見せかけて。こっちは中学で力道部だよぜーぶ。うわ、来たねー。はい。
この犬誰が飼ってるの？
ここの家のじいさん。目が悪いから落書きに気づかないのさ。
君たちは孫なの？
は？なんでだよ。
Smack him over the head!
またこの犬に顔描いたら
Yeah! ナイス。
だよこいつ。PTA に訴えてやる。
ああ、
いやいや。
世の中にはお前らクソガキを堂々と
Yeah, yeah, I agree.
教師に使った手がこの鈴木太郎に通じると思うなよ。
でも偽名使うんですね。
テロルを払ってくれるって。
ほらテロル、
テロル
物騒な名前して尻尾振ってやがる。さてと、ビフォーアフターの写真で調査結果を報告しないとな。
犬が好きなだけなんじゃ。最初からいたずらだって分かってたんですか？
当たり前だ。お前、人の顔した犬でも探してたのか？おー、よしよし。お湯が出ないか主人に聞いてくるか。
Is he on my favorites list? Because he is now.
どうした？息切れか？残念だったな。小学校では相撲部だったが、中学時代は卓球部だったんだ。司法の裁きを受けろ、この変態が！
俺を追い詰めたつもりだったか？さっと追い込んだのさ。大物になれた気分だった。このレインコート着てるだけで力が湧いてくるような気がするんだ。俺を警察に突き出すな。おい、やれるもんならやってみろね。
Where's Dimple?
気絶しやがった。だが顔も見られたし、この街じゃやりづらくなってきたな。そろそろ飛んでな。
ねえ、喉乾かない？
なんだ、おかしいやつか。
ねえ、喉乾かない？
ああ。
じゃあたらふく飲ませてやる！
Good. Good.
レイバク！よし、動きを止めた！くそ！まだ体が！どうだ？
Dude, run. Dude, fucking run. Oh god. Whoa, that was... Oh! Dimpelu! Dimpelu!
この潜在能力を限界まで引き出してみるか。
喉乾かない！
ナンパか？強引な女は願い下げだな。どうだ？命が優先。尻尾任してもらうぜ。
Yeah.
SOS だ。
よし、綺麗になった。ボブ、お前どうやったらそんなにびしょびしょになるんだ？
手伝わなきゃよかった。
もしもし、レーゲンだ。おお、何か情報。行くぞ。お引きさんが出たらしい。
頼むよ、エクボ。
俺様がこいつを死なせたら茂雄の信頼を失う。そいつ相手にあいつはもっとビッグになる予定の男だ。こんなところで失態を晒すわけには。あ、やべ。
Mabu!
ありがとう、エクボ。
おお、あれがお引きさんか。ごめんよ。 映らねえ。あ、逃げやがった。
ありゃ噂から生まれた怪物だ。本物とか偽物とかじゃ分類できねえ。
というと、
多くの人間の想像力、恐怖や好奇心を媒介にして。
I swear to God, guys, this shit is more like, I'm not saying it's real. Like, oh, we think about ghosts and then they exist because of. But honestly, a lot of times in various societies, when not maybe ghosts like these, but issues pop up because of people giving more and more energy to the issues than it needs. Like, I'm not saying, oh, no issues exist, but sometimes we make an issue so much worse than.
媒介にしてこの世に出現した。あの容姿も強さも全て人間が設定したんだ。
イメージが実体化してるってのか。
そうだ。お引きさんを知っている我々では条例できない。
え、なんで？
お前にも噂を聞いて震え上がった子供時代があるだろう。
まあそうだな。夕方の下校中にお引きさんが現れて児童を連れ去り沼に引きずり込む。サンタクロースを信じなかった俺でも雨の日の街角でふと意識した時は鳥肌が立ったな。
恐怖の象徴に対し恐怖を抱いている者の力は糧でしかない。俺の霊力も効かなかった。
Powers used in fear only empowered its source, but Mob isn't scared of her, is he? Like, not like them. He didn't even know about her.
俺の霊力も効かなかった。
仕方ない。逃げるか。おいモブ、一旦引くぞ。なんだこりゃ。
抜け。こりゃ奴の仕業だな。
Mob!
お前の力も吸収されちまうらしいぞ。
いや、ちょっと待て。聞いてる。そうか。地名を都市伝説とか流行とかそういうみんな盛り上がる噂話から隔離されてんだよ。要するにみんなの話題についていけてない。だからお引きさんの何が怖いかも知らねえっていう。
雨の日に出るお化けでしょ。怖くなくはないよね。
気を失ってる間に怪我して。
I want to say something, but here's another interesting. Okay, this is my opinion. You know how those two characters couldn't fight the Dragger because their fear gave her power, and the more they tried to fight it, the more she actually grew stronger, right? But then Mob was able to fight her because he wasn't even aware of her, you know, so he didn't fear her. Like how their energy fed her because they grew up with this fear of her. But even though she was a little bit scary because she was right in front of Mob, but he didn't grow up with that fear, so he didn't know, so he could defeat her because his fear didn't give her energy because it wasn't like deep rooted, blah 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 blah.
でもありがとうよ。貴重な体験ができたぜ。俺はこれから。
Oh, thank God that guy got to.
ここでお別れだ。
ああ、お大事にね。
He became their friend at the end.
そんじゃ俺らは最後にダッシュババアを調べて。
ダッシュババア。
ちょうどいい時間だな。気を引き締めてかかるぞ。来た。本当に来たぞ。モブ、条例だ。
She's actually dashing. What the frick? Maybe he's scared of her. Somehow.
どうした？
来てるぞ。おい。
どうしよう。条例できない。
逃げるぞ。走れ。
おい、追いつかれたらどうなる？
走れ走れ。
Maybe she wants to give you a hug. She's a grandma. She wants to give you biscuits.
Running してるばあさんだったな。なんで泣いてんだ？
僕だっていつも走ってるのにおばあさんに負けた。
こで張り合ってんだよ。
まあ、あのばあさんの写真も撮ったし、これにて解決だな。ついに完成だ。見ろモブ。これで依頼も増えるだろ。
なんだこりゃ、うさんくさ。
すげえ。ホームページ効果で次から次へと依頼が来るぞとか思ってたら、モブの様子がちょっと変だぞ。どうしたモブ。次回モブサイコ102第3話、重ねる危険変質。録画、それも正しい判断です。
This is such a great anime. I just started watching it yesterday and I'm already on season 2. Lol. Can't we just take a moment to appreciate how terrifying Dash Granny really is? You gotta give Mob the benefit of a doubt. I mean, granted that Dash Granny was running like 450k meters per minute. I'd be terrified too if my grandma could fully outrun my Chrysler 300 at top speed. So the only one that I know of is like the Ghost of Uniondale. Let me Google it. It's like apparently, Ghost of Uniondale. Uniondale is known for its ghost, a young woman who stands alone alongside the lonely stretch of road between Uniondale and Willowmore. God, Uniondale and Willowmore. If that isn't fucking ghost story material, I don't know what is. When people stop to offer her a lift, she gets in the car and then unsettlingly vanishes. One encounter with the ghost was reported by a young man who saw her on Good Friday in 1973 and offered her a lift. She got into the car and gave her destination as Porterstraat 2 de Lange. Port Street 2 de Lange. After traveling a short distance, she disappeared. The distressed young man reported the incident to the local police, who offered to follow him to the site of the incident in another vehicle. Just outside Uniondale, the passenger door of the young man's vehicle opened and closed, as if someone had just got out. He stopped immediately and consulted with the white-faced policeman, who had seen the door open and close without any movement from the young man. Similar stories have been reported. The ghost is said to be a young woman, Maria Charlotte Roux, who tragically died in the early hours of 12 April 1968 with her fiancé lost control of the car in which they were traveling. A movie was recently made based on the story and filmed in Willowmore. Some scary shit. The Garage movies made me paranoid for a month. I don't like scary movies, so I don't watch them. Because I would be scared all the time. So yeah, that's the only ghost story that I know of in at least in Afrikaans culture. I think some other cultures in South Africa have a lot more. So, but not... I know there's another one called the Tokolosh. Tokolosh. I think Zulu people are really scared of the Tokolosh. I'm not sure. In Zulu or Xhosa mythology, Tokolosh or Hili is a dwarf-like water sprite. It is considered a mischievous and evil spirit that can become invisible by drinking water or swallowing a stone. Tokolosh are called upon by malevolent people to cause trouble for others. At its least harmful, a Tokolosh can be used to scare children, but its power extends to causing illness or even death of the victim. The creature might be banished by a pastor. Did you guys hear about the priest guy who was using doom to... It was bug spray. To heal and clear negative energy. He was spraying doom on people. Who has the power to expel it from the area. It is also considered a part of superstition and is often used in satirical manner as a reference to overcome. The advent of the phantom Tokolosh came about through indigenous Southern African folklore to explain why people inexplicably died while sleeping in their rendezvous at night. So rendezvous is in the past. Some cultures still stay in these rendezvous, but you know, it depends on your culture. So here's this is like a large one. So sometimes when people go on holiday, they live in these kinds of rondavel. But the more like real ones look like this. But some of them look like that. Depends. The old ones look like that. The hut you used to live in was Hanku, your brother. So wait, I was still saying something about Tokolosh. So yeah, a lot of people are scared of that. Tokolosh stops church service. Oh, this is what I wanted to Google. You guys know I told this reminds me because I read this here. A jealous person will approach an evil witch doctor, shaman, or sangoma to take vengeance on someone they have some issue with. They would have to promise the soul of a loved one but cannot choose who. The Tokolosh chooses the soul it decides to take. The witch doctor first needs to locate the dead body to be possessed. They must pierce its eye sockets and brain with a hot iron rod so that it cannot think for itself and obeys only its master. Then they sprinkle a special powder and shrink its body. It is then let loose to terrorize its target. Weeks, months, maybe years later, the Tokolosh will take its payment of the soul of the client's loved one. So, in some cultures in South Africa, witch doctors like that are very common and a big problem in South Africa, because the reason this conversation came up was because Mira was saying she was watching dramas, and she said she's happy she doesn't live in a, not dramas, crime dramas, like about serial killers and stuff. And she said she's really happy she doesn't live in America because it seems like all the serial killers are there. And then I told her, I think that it's just dramatized in America because there's like some really bad murders and stuff in South Africa, but it doesn't, like even here, it's quite normal in some areas. They make muti. So muti is like witch doctor stuff, and they can use children's limbs and eyeballs, and like they kill people to make muti. So they sacrifice, and it's still like, I don't know if it's an accepted practice. I think it is, because South Africa has a president, but there are still some kings, you know, and some cultures are kind of like they do their own thing. And even though it's, so they kind of work together with the president, but I think that like maybe some cultures have more power than the president, but I don't know. But it's really scary to think that in some cultures that's like an accepted practice, and that they really make, to me the some witch doctors are more scary than stuff like the Tokolosh, because the witch doctors are real. I lived near a creek when I was a kid, so my cousins thought it'd be a good idea to let me know about her. Lorona. I know in Brazil we have a dude I always considered repackaged boogeyman, but more graphic, since my granny said he'd eat the bad kids. What else do I know of? But yeah, I think like Zulu and Xhosa cultures have more scary folklore stuff. I remember once our teacher told us the child eater, an ogre that eats a bunch of misbehaving babies. Apparently the story is based on a guy named Duke Berchtold. Good night, Tiago. But yeah, stuff like this is interesting to think about. Let me quickly score the episode though. The visuals were a 9. Oh, and I need to put Reagan on my favorites because he watched the dog. Most of the original fairy tales and stories from the medieval times are pretty dark. Yeah. Okay, season 2. Open list editor, episode 2. Status watching, save. favorite. Damn, in the first 2 episodes of season 2 of Mob, first Mob became one of my favorites, and then Reagan became one of my favorites. Reagan is 28. He is? Huh. I was just looking at characters today that are, see here, characters with my same zodiac, characters with my same height, characters with my same MBTI, personality type, INTJ, characters with my age, and the Reagan, I could have put Reagan on. And characters with my hair. Literally, I'm wearing the hairstyle of the girl. But her color, it was more about her color. Like the one of St. Nicholas and the butcher who cut up kids and put them in salt brine. They don't tell anyone around Christmas time in the USA. That makes me think of, what's that movie? What's that movie? We have a statue of that ogre, and one theory is that it was built to warn Jewish people since the statue is wearing similar clothes to what Jews were forced to wear during that period. Scary. What was I about to say now? What was I talking about? Reagan, 28. St. Nicholas. Oh, it makes you think of the Demon Barber of Fleet Street. What's that called? Demon Barber? Demon Barber. Sweeney Todd. Oh, that was a good movie. I would watch that again. Mostly for Johnny Depp, but also because it's a really good movie. I want to watch this again. It was so good, but so trippy. Schneeny. Krampus. I've heard of Krampus. It's like the bad Santa Claus or something. But yeah, I really want to watch this. I don't remember this scene, to be honest. He looks so crazy. I wish I knew about Krampus growing up. Would have been funny. No, my parents don't scare me with stories like that. Bell Sneakle. I think like a lot of those stories are made up by parents to scare their kids into being good. Okay. Anyway, that is it from me. Tomorrow I am not streaming. I will be doing my Nami photo shoot in the afternoon, and then just spending time with my mom and my dad again because they're leaving again. My dad was here for 2 days and then he left, but my mom stayed for the week. And now my dad's coming back to pick her up and he's staying for another day or 2. So yeah, tomorrow I am doing a photo shoot and then just spending time with them again. And then on Tuesday, 2 One Piece, 3 Shippuden. I'll be back on Wednesday for an 8 o'clock stream. For Fruits Basket, Gintama, and One Piece manga. And this time I have to read One Piece manga. No games. Elf on a Shelf. Is that the scary thing? Sounds cute. Elf on a Shelf. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching the episode with me and for streaming with me. Thank you for the stream. I hope the shoot goes well tomorrow. Thank you, I do too. You know what would be a bitch? They predicted the rain over the weekend, both days, Saturday and Sunday. So I planned the shoot for Monday. Then Saturday came, beautiful day. It did rain in the evening though. Sunday came, yesterday, yesterday because it's now 3 o'clock. Beautiful weather. No rain in the evening even. So bitch, if it rains today, I am taking my Nami photo shoot in the rain. Do a sundance before you sleep. Okay. They appear before Christmas and they watch kids if they're good or not. And every day the parents move them to another shelf. That's scary. Yeah, that's scary. Don't bless the rains in Africa. The rains can come, but after Monday. I enjoyed learning about all the 28-year-old anime characters and the Meyer Briggs talk. I'll add you to the Niji chat now, Nijigami, and then you can take a look at our discussion on it yesterday. Some people sent their results and stuff. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Cherry. Thank you, Matty, Knox, and the Ray. Glad you were here as well. Thank you, Dark Shadow and Sal. I forgot to mention several stories I've read, like the Discworld books. Belief affects the supernatural, and many things become true because people think it's real. Like Anoya, the goddess of things stuck in drawers. That's funny. But yeah, that honestly, I could talk a lot about that and why I think that it is very true to a certain extent, but that is a discussion for another day and another channel, to be honest. It's not animation stuff. It is Inspired Destiny stuff, you know, but deeper than Inspired Destiny, longer than Inspired Destiny. So maybe one day. Thank you guys. Bye bye, Agonzo. I will see you guys again Tuesday for One Piece and Wednesday for everything else. Philosophy. That's from Modern Family. Okay, have a good night, guys. Sleep tight. I just said sleep tight and I spat like fucking Daffy Duck. Fosmei-chan. Oyasumi.